There you are, darling. Shall we get started then? So we shall, sugar. But do please ask your friend over there to give us a bit of privacy first. There you are, darling. Shall we get started then? Oh, let's do it. But first, I need to know about your preferences, darling. You're in charge tonight, after all. So tell me, which sort best floats your boat? A savage, merciless witch, or a gentle, sensuous nymph? Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. Not every customer can handle the thrill of a mid-afternoon fright, you know. And if I'm any good at this, I'll scare the pants right off you. Come, let's make ourselves comfortable. And this witch will weave her charms. It was a terribly stormy night. In the tiny hut, a cauldron steamed and bubbled. A figure stood in the corner, pressing its fat, purple nose into the sharp indentation where the hut's walls met. Low muttering burbled through its jagged teeth and bloated lips. A knock, swift and sharp, fell upon the door. "Babe Orb!" a small voice called. "Babe Orb! It's happening! It's time!" The figure stood up straight and straightened the long, stained apron that hung about its hips. "A moment, child, a moment," Babe Orb croaked, hurrying over to the cauldron. She quickly filled 2 flasks with the swirling violet brew and stuffed them into her pouch. In a flash, she was through the hut's door, flicking 2 gold coins at the grubby child, who scrambled to retrieve them from the dark doorsteps where they fell. The wind whipped Babe Orb's hair, lashing her thick skin with thorns. But the old witch had mind for one fact alone. The counsellor was nearly dead. After some minutes, she arrived at the edges of town. Working her way into the counsellor's sick room now required stealth, not speed. And so Babe Orb crept, silent as a cat, between alley and square until she came to the doors of his old, silent mansion. It was nearly easy for the witch to sidle in, masked in a simple wallflower charm, and wind her way into the crowded room where the counsellor lay dying. She cradled her flask in her arms, enjoyed their warm sloshing, and awaited the final moment. "Soon," she whispering croaked, "soon enough the counsellor will be mine." The wailing mourners around her took no notice. And that's the end of chapter 1. So cutie. What do you think? Oh, I bet you could use a pipe, couldn't you? A few puffs sure takes the edge off the suspense, doesn't it? Oh, well. This has been a pleasure, darling. Come find me again, any old time.
Swell enough. Would be better if you'd glance in my direction, though.
Truth is, I'm a wee bit short at the moment. Waiting for a particular plan of mine to pan out for now.
Come hither, sweetheart. Oh, if I had a star for every time you brighten my day, I'd have a galaxy in my hand. Do you believe in love at first sight? Or do I need to walk by again? Me? I'm Ramon! I may not be a genie, but rub me right and I'll make your dreams come true. Even true love has a price, angel face. Luckily for you, that price is but 250 golden coins. So it is! But let's make sure there's a fireman standing by. Because, baby, you are smoking.
Over here, sweet cheeks. Oh, I'm aching to share a moment together.
There you are, Cuddles! Oh, where have you been all my life? What we do here is between you and me, lover. So tell your friend to leave us, would ya? There you are, Cuddles! Oh, where have you been all my life? Well, it seems I've got you right where I want you, darling. If you're ready to begin, I'll start by stripping you down. I want to see you in the raw. How does that sound? Ready and eager. Well, the question is, are you ready, Source Hunter? Are you prepared to face the repercussions of your heinous crimes against the goddess? She delivered us from rot and from all that is unholy in this cruel world. She of the source, and you would have her head, would you not? You've trained all your life to seek out and destroy that great power. Destroyer of source, defiler of all that is holy, face your judgment in the name of the conduit. And still, lost one, I fear this might hurt quite a bit. I wouldn't complicate things by thrashing about.
Striking it rich!
Over here, sweet cheeks. Oh, I'm aching to share a moment together.
Source hunter, are you? What brings you to this neck of the woods? The goblins? The orcs? The cult? Or the whole pretty bouquet? Don't be surprised if you hear more than a few unkind words about yours truly around town. An overseer's got to enforce his share of unpopular guild decisions, you know. I'm finished with this one pony rodeo, though. I did my best by these roughnecks. And now it's time for old Brandon to take a load off. In fact, you may be able to help speed my retirement plan along.
Let's hear the details.
I must say, I'm also intrigued.
I knew a source hunter'd perk up at the sound of a challenge. Between you and me, the Troll King's sitting on a piece of treasure of more value than even he knows. A metal called tenebrium that can fetch a prettier sum than its weight in gold. I intend to lift it, sell it, and live out the rest of me days in comfort. The devil's in the details, though, and I haven't managed to find a way to access the King's Cave, much less make off with this stuff without being noticed. But you're a source hunter. You can sniff out any point of mystery. So let's make a deal, You find the tenebrium and bring it to me, and I'll deliver you a few pieces of information about Silverglen, and Lawrence in particular, that are sure to make your mouth water. I wouldn't wish the wrath on me worst enemy, though. So let me give you a little something to contain the tenebrium bars. It's lined with the fragments of a special stone that keeps rats' ill effects at bay. Apart from Gungir's stature and incurable case of the uglies, is not so different from a parakeet. Got a brain the size of a pea and a fervent passion for all things bright and shiny. The nutty oaf sits on a river of silver beneath these mines, but leases it to the mining company for a fraction of its worth in gold. He'd rather put those hefty minions of his on toll duty than mine these hills himself for 5 times the reward. I can't be certain myself where his cave is located, but at least one of those oaf lackeys of his must know where to look. They've got to do something with all the gold they've gathered in the course of guarding those damn bridges, haven't they? I'm no man to refuse a source hunter. Ask away, friend. That circus rolled into town shortly after the tenebrium was discovered. Some freak woman with a freak gemstone managed to cure rot by some strange magic and convinced most of the locals that she were the conduit of the goddess or some such tripe. A strange sort of substance, discovered here around 2 years ago, and folks have been clamouring to get their paws on the rancid stuff ever since. To the right buyer, it's worth more than diamonds. Rot! Oh, you're a curious sort of fella, aren't you? Ask around. Half the men here have a brother who died from it. The other half were cured by that cult. Lawrence actually invited those bug-eyed creeps here himself. The miners were dropping like flies, and goblins had more of a natural tolerance for the work. Little did we know they'd overrun the place in a matter of months. I remember him well. Decent man, strong-backed, with something of a funny accent, no? He managed to leave Silverglen alive, but as I recall, the symptoms of wrath were already upon him.
Well, kick my cap and call me Sue. Taking tasks from back dealers, are we? God's almighty.
Your squawking is so much like an angry mockingbird's.
Ever shot a bullseye in your sleep? Well, no wonder with your skill book as empty as all that.
On the side of a bridge aroma.
Better that than reeking of fresh blood.
On the mend!
My champion, my healer and protector. How delightful it is to see you again. Oh, I'm doing dandy. Thank you for asking. My wound is quite healed. A bit tender still, but coming along nicely. The powers that be have been going quite easy on me since we've been here. In fact, I'm expecting a promotion from Beast of Burden to House Guardian any day now. Better house, better food, and less cargo carrying shall soon be my lot. Our little adventure hasn't changed them all that much, I think. We're still kindly enough, without being truly affectionate to me, but I'm not one for cuddling anyway. They bicker too, just like they always used to, but with a playful glint in their eyes I never really saw before. And the strange noises they sometimes make in the night, they do happen rather more frequently. Perhaps they got a chill in the woods, poor souls.
Look like your best work there, dear. You're tired, aren't you? I told you you'd be.
Please, Mara, must you bother me at every turn? Welcome, your knightship. Oh, be welcome indeed. As you can see, we have set up shop here in Silverglen. And as a matter of course, you'll get my wares at prices that no one else has a right to claim from me. I've a song in my heart and a spring in my step, my liege. I've had orcs on my tail and bandits to boot, and yet I live. How can I be anything but happy? Oh, the smithy's doing grandly, your knightship. Thanks to your valiant rescue of Alfie, I haven't had to abandon my most valuable gear, which means my products are up to the high standards you may expect from Bjorn Stoutborn, for such is my name and such is my reputation. She's alive and kicking, my liege, just like she always was. Oh, certainly she can be a handful, but I wouldn't really have it any other way. We survived thanks to you, and each hour we are together I count as a blessing.
Friend, this is most excellent news. Welcome to the Immaculate Fold.
Yes! I can feel that.
May the goddess guide you through the forest and keep you safe.
Troll toll! Troll toll, if you please. It may be pointless, life may be pointless, but the toll needs to be paid. How could it be? My life is like the bridge behind me. It goes nowhere. Loneliness such as this, how it weighs, how it burdens. Dear me, why? I stand here day and night. Humans hate me, for I must take their gold for no good reason at all. Even among my own, I find no companionship. Troll toll is all I think about. Once, though, I was happy. A girl, one of your very own kind, used to pass by daily. She was bright and young and gay. She smiled. She bade me good morning. She told me about the dreams that had come to her in the night, but then she left for a faraway land. She is gone, and I have been lonely ever since. Oh, if only a jolly young girl would come to talk to me once more. It's all the goblins' fault. They cut the ropes to prevent you humans from going to the mines below. Ropeless, pointless, and yet I must cry for toll. We ask for toll because our king commands us to. He is mad for gold, all his senses crave it. Gold is his life, and therefore it is my life too. Even though I care more for the daisies in the fields than I could ever care for cold, dead metal, no matter how pretty its lustre. He is the king of Luculla Forest, and a most formidable troll indeed. I do not even like to talk about him, for fear he might find out and crush my skull like a walnut. Archibald, though, Archibald may be willing to speak. His fine mind makes him bold. Find Archibald, a proud troll and troll father, if you wish to know about the king. 1,000 gold coins, such is the toll I must ask. So, let's have the troll toll, if you please.
No, we're not going to pay to cross a broken bridge.
Indeed, we are not. The mere notion is absurd.
So you will not pay? I can hardly blame you, though the rules of toll-taking trolls stipulate I must club you to death for your refusal. I shall not do so. What, I wonder, would be the point? Leave me, like she left me, my bonny lass. Would that another would come. Would that another would come and ask, "How are you, Fumble?"
Next time you must introduce me to your handsome friend. His musk dominates the breeze most pleasingly.
Excuse you, young lady.
Have you ever
no
seen a
comrade
creature
of
more
mine is bringing a
pathetic than
troll
Fumble?
to the campfire. Well, I've got air in my
For
bones.
nothing troll. Just stands there and mopes like a mule.
Remember when that redhead used to come by and cheer him up?
Oh, yeah. You know, I bet she was just feeling sorry for that one.
Look at you, sugar. Oh, I could take you on a ride neither of us would soon forget. Is he a gentle troll? Would he benefit from my particular expertise, you think? It is strange, but, well, if you're willing to pay me on behalf of your toll-taking friends, I'll be glad to keep him company. I do believe 2,050 gold should cover it. And I'll take that gold. Cheers, darling. Well, I guess I'll be off to visit Mr. Troll then. He's the one closest to town, yeah? At least I won't have to run far if he gets too fidgety. See you around, sweetheart.
So unless I'm very much mistaken, we just paid a courtesan to cheer up a lonely troll.
What's wrong with that? The fellow needed cheering, and that's what she'll do.
When you put it like that, I guess you could say we performed an act of great kindness.
Just look at him, asking Toll to cross
And
a
so
broken
she
bridge.
asked,
Ridiculous.
Granny, what do you have such large and hairy ears?
To be jealous of that cretin of a Fumble, it's inconceivable.
I can hear you better, my dear.
No, be careful, little Red Riding Hood. The nasty
Right,
wolf.
and lots besides. Lucky son of a troll, that one. How did he ever manage it?
Perhaps he enchanted. Perhaps he sees him as a handsome prince or something.
Friend, champion of my heart, I cannot describe my rapture. A ruby you have brought me, more precious than any other on this earth. Happiness, he has returned in all his sunny glory. For this unparalleled service, I must repay you. Have it back, the fee you paid on my behalf. Let sword and gold not stand between our friendship. My thanks, oh champion of my soul, my undying thanks.
And then she asked, Granny, what do you have?
A
such
strong,
big,
potent
shiny
male like
eyes?
that prefers a
Granny
sing-songing twig like
replied,
her. Oh, life outside Home Forest is strange, Source Hunter.
Can't you get a voice box in your sack from here? Just saying, you're a pretty good shot.
Come forth and weave a tale for me.
Rapid fire!
What an idea!
No grave contains me.
Sink your toxic fangs deep.
As thrilling as the stage, though not half so bloody.
glory in this death.
I'll write my next tale in your blood. Source Hunter. Shall I start shredding from the top or the bottom?
Rainfall!
I feel like I've drowned my sorrows with ale.
Got my eyes on the prize.
Did someone leave an oven door open?
Ah, the Source Hunter. It is my greatest pleasure to announce to you that we Immaculates have captured the feared White Witch and quarantined her house of horrors. Yes, the greatest known threat to Rivellon has been neutralized, thanks in no small part to you, Source Hunter. Your activities in Sicil drove the snake to her den, and that's where we Immaculates sprang our trap. I am a proud Immaculate, sworn to use my summoner's expertise in service of the goddess's one way and the greater good. Ah, the High Counselor of Sicil. We mourned his tragic death. Yes, every Immaculate honors the memory of that noble man. Still, Source Hunter, I am sworn on my life to guard this quarantine. I serve a higher authority than yours, and will not waver in my duty. I do mourn the Counselor, but one matter has nothing to do with the other. I've sworn an oath, and I'll not tolerate even a Source Hunter's interference. If I find you beyond this point, I'll be forced to summon the greatest depths of my powers to stop you.
What's that?
You dare
I think
to
there are
defy
hidden
an
foes ahead.
Immaculate command? You'd seek the White Witch despite our warnings?
I'm stuck.
Time for a lullaby. Ricochet!
Life roils within these veins.
fire!
Silence awaits you!
Without aid, I will expire soon.
Punch of the Pyromancer!
The unending darkness.
Rise you quickly, source hunter, for a second tide is swelling.
Come, spin your web for me.
As thrilling as the stage, though not half so bloody.
May the 13 winds pulverize you.
unending darkness.
Great show of savagery, Source Hunter. But I wonder how you'll fare against an obstacle you can't beat into submission.
We've escaped the void by the skin of our teeth.
And still this shadowy barrier remains. There must be another means of removing it.
My kingdom for a dry shirt.
Dripping!